here, and I'm back with another video for Ophelia Talks Crochet, and this is the 10th video in the Odyssey Mosaic Blanket series. Below this video in the description box you will find the link to go to my blog on my website opheliatalkscrochet.com, and there you will find the written pattern for this video, for this part of the blanket. We are doing an enclosed border, and in the previous video we have made the front of our enclosed border. So in this video we will be doing the back of this enclosed border, and we will be enclosing it. So I am doing the back of this border in the cream color. So here as well I have just used cream. Now you can, if you wanted to, use different colors from what you have left over, but remember we are also making a bag, and for that bag you do need your colors as well. So don't just go using up your colors, make sure that you have plenty for the bag left over as well. So it is safe to go and use your cream. So with your cream on your hook, you're going to turn your blanket over this time. So you're going to be working with the back of your blanket towards you. And we are going to get started by doing another round of those front post double crochets. So I'm going to get started here so I can show you. So here we have the posts of the boxes that we prepared for our double border, and we are going to go around them again. So you yarn over, you go around the post like this, so below what you have already gone around there for the front border, and you're going to create 2 double crochets around each post. There we go. And I find pinching your material together like this, so you can work like so, makes life a lot easier. There we go. And I've just started somewhere along the top, just so that I could show you how to do that on this side. So here I've just gone around my last post there, and now I'm in the corner, so I'm just going to do 2 chains, 1, 2, then you sort of turn your work, and then of course here on the long sides you have all these ends to deal with, so make sure they are all out of the way, that they are all going to be inside your border here, okay, and you're going to yarn over and you go around, yeah, there, that same 2 chains, because we went around 2 chains with our double crochet for the front post on our front border, and you place your double crochets around it as well. So this row, I know, takes a little bit of time, and of course we don't have that much space because this was just a single chain there. But it will be okay in the end, so keep those ends out of that. There we go. And so make sure you go around each post like this, so again lower down than where you have already done that. And let me just show you on the other side. So now this is what your stitches will look like. I still haven't removed these stitch markers. So here, this is what it looked like before, and this is now what it looks like when you have attached that first row for your back border. Okay, so this is where I've gone round, this is where I haven't yet. So this is how you're going to have to continue all the way around your blanket. And yes, like I said, make sure that you have all your ends in between the 2 borders that you are going to be creating here. Okay, so make sure, yeah, they're lying there. Okay, so I will see you at the end of the round. So I've made it to the end of the row. I am skipping the standing stitch there because that closes up, so I'm doing a slip stitch in the next row. So now here, of course, we don't need to cut off our yarn because I'm just using the same color, but if you do, then obviously cut it off and start again. And now I'm going to do a round where I am going to be doing a double crochet in each stitch. So I'm going to do a chain 2, letting that count as my last double crochet of my round. So I'm now going to be doing a round of double crochets. I am just picking up the 2 strands of the V of each stitch. And when you get to the corner chain space here, you're going to do 1 double crochet, 2 chains, and then you turn, and then you're going to do 1 double crochet there. Voila, and this will make our corner. And then you start again by, oh, I was going to pick up the back loop there then, by picking up both the strands, of course, because obviously we can do just normal stitches from here on out. Now, if your border is turning out to be a little bit wavy, again, you can try a smaller hook, but I think for now, for me, it's fine. So I'm going to complete my round and I will see you at the end of it. So I have done my round of double crochets, made it all the way around. I am going to be skipping this chain 2 here, going under the V there and making a slip stitch. And now we're going to be doing 3 rounds of half double crochets. So you're going to chain 2. This one will count for your last half double crochet, and then from the next stitch onwards you are going to do half double crochets all the way around. And when you get to the corner in that chain space, you're going to place 1 half double crochet, 2 chains, and 1 half double crochet. And then we start again with placing our half double crochet in every stitch. So you will close the round with a slip stitch just as we did before, and then you start another round of half double crochets. So in total you're going to do 3 rounds of half double crochets. So I will see you when you have done your 3rd round. I've done my back border up to having done my 3 rounds of half double crochet, and you might think that this is the same size, you know, sort of you might be ready for closing it up, but here on my side border, because we have all the ends in there, I don't think it quite tallies up yet, and here as well, not quite. So we're going to do a round of single crochets, and then we will be doing the closing up. So 1 more round of single crochets to do. So this time for the single crochets, I'm just going to chain up, and that doesn't count as my single crochet, it just helps me for the height. So I will be having to do a stitch in that last stitch when I get to the end of the round. And of course the corner here will be 1 single crochet, 2 chains, and 1 single crochet. I will see you at the end of the round. So yes, I have made it all the way around with my single crochets. I'm just going to put 1 in that last stitch there. Then here I skip this one and I go under this one just to make my slip stitch to close the round. Now, I am going to cut off my yarn here because I just started wherever I was really, and it's easier if you start in a corner for the next round. So the next round we are actually going to be closing up our border. So we are going to have to turn our blanket again. Make sure you have the good side facing you, and make sure that you can find the chain spaces for the corner, and that all your ends are in between. So here as well, look here, all my ends are in between. And we're just going to get started again with a slip knot, and of course we don't need to worry about that because all the ends will disappear into the border anyway. So I'm going to go to a corner, and in here and in there, so find both the openings. You're going to do 3 single crochets just to make the corner. There we go. So the middle one will be sort of your point. So you're going to have to tally up these stitches, of course, with the ones on the back of your border. And yes, I mean, it might be an idea to actually count your stitches and see where you're going to be getting to. But you know, I like to live dangerously, so I'm just going to go for it. I might just skip this stitch here. That's fine. Then pick up the inner V's. There we go. So the back loop on this stitch and the front loop on that stitch, looking from your perspective, from where I am sitting here. So that's what I call the inner loops. There we go. And this is how we are going to close up our border. And make sure that all those ends disappear. And yes, I am checking each time to make sure that actually I am picking up the next stitch on each side. So on my front border and on my back border there. Again, this row will take a little bit of time, but as it's the last round, it is going to be so worth it because you will see all those ends disappear and it will make for a lovely finish to our Odyssey, to our mosaic blanket journey. I hope you have enjoyed it and I hope you have learned a lot about the mosaic technique. So this is what it will look like. And of course, because we are turning our blanket with the good side facing us, we're going to have the good side of the single crochet facing us here, which will make a nice edge there. But of course, it doesn't matter here because you can't see because it's all one color. So I will see you now when you've gone all the way around. Now, when you get to the end of the round and all your ends have disappeared, oh my goodness, you will have this end left, of course, because that's the one that you made starting the join. So make sure you push this in really well, okay? And then yes, of course, then it's making sure that you can close up all the stitches. I was able to actually close up all my sides. So because we kept such good count of our stitches in our front border, and I did exactly the same sort of, you know, not deviating from the amount of stitches in the back border, I was able to just tally this up, and you're going to see it doesn't work. Yeah, it does work out without any problem. So I'm just trying to find those last few stitches. This is a little bit more intricate here. Yeah, there's a stitch that I can use, a strand that I can use. Is it all of the strand though? Yeah, there we go, that's better. So I've got the 2 last strands. There we go. So that was my last stitch, skipping the stitch that I started with as it closed up for me, going under the next V, and I do a slip stitch. So now, of course, we have one end to sew in, and usually I do that by just pulling it into the border. So I'm going to go to the back of my border now because obviously it's the back, it'll be a little bit easier. So I insert my hook at the back, carefully going up and up all the way till I'm in the corner. Then I loop my thread around the hook. Don't hold it, make sure it can go along with the hook into your border, and then just pull it until you think it's going to snag, And then I go closer and I just do it again, making sure I end up where my yarn is. Wrap it around again and just try and pull it back into the border. There we go. Voila! And there we have it. This is the end of our border. We have made an enclosed border around our Odyssey blanket. I hope you have enjoyed the journey. Please make sure you keep us posted on your progress on your finished blanket. Celebrate your ta-da moment in the Facebook group. Go to Ophelia Talks Crochet on Facebook and post your picture there. Thank you very much for taking part in this KAL. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one where we will be making the bag. Bye!